Although he has somehow managed to redeem himself with the change of showrunner in Season 9, The Walking Dead is no stranger to hatred and the reaction of his audience. Since its premiere at AMC in 2010, the program has obtained ratings for which, in any other production, producers would have with the creeps. TWD has been positively received from the beginning, but at the same time, it has also been critically criticized for several reasons. And is that the team behind The Walking Dead has undoubtedly made some questionable decisions that led to some of the most hated stories in the entire history of the series. Yes, that's tremendous. In this article we will leave you 8 plots of The Walking Dead that, if you did not hate, you cannot consider yourself a fan of the series. Because to hate is to love sometimes, and vice versa. How is Andrea going to leave Michonne alone, after the brunette rescued her, putting herself on the side of a stranger and an entire town that didn't even know what was behind the walls? All very pulled from the hairs. Negan is possibly the most controversial villain in the series, as he keeps fans talking since he was first introduced at the end of Season 6. Jeffrey Dean Morgan brings his exceptional charm to the role, making it difficult for several fans to really hate the antagonist. However, redeeming Negan is something that several fans have questioned. Okay, it happens in the comic, but why follow the original material if it is hardly respected? Laurie was one of the most hated characters in The Walking Dead. One of the things that fueled this discomfort of fans for her was the fact that she began a relationship with Shane during the apocalypse when she thought Rick had died in the hospital. The drama between Laurie and Shane filled many totally misused minutes of the first 2 seasons of TWD, especially because of Laurie's instability before her loves. The governor had a wonderful stage and had to die long before his whole history of deception and new family. When Season 4 premiered, fans no longer wanted to know more about this villain. But that didn't stop TWD from lengthening his destiny for another half season, in addition to giving him 2 episodes of full padding. The Plot of the Wolves was a story created by the then showrunner Scott Gimple and was very badly received. Since the group of villains made their most important appearances in Season 6, they are often seen as another dilatory tactic to lengthen the anticipation of the introduction of Negan and the Saviors. A real shame, because they gave for much more. Season 4 was full of questionable decisions by TWD executives. From the endless arc of the governor that we already named to an unexplained disease plan that occupies half the season, the first season of the then showrunner Scott Gimple in The Walking Dead was ugly, very ugly. Rick was already having quite questionable behavior at the end of Season 3, after Laurie's death. This continued in Season 4, which began with the revelation that Rick was no longer in a leading position. That would mean he wouldn't be allowed to make important decisions, right? Apparently, we were wrong, because Rick had no problem banishing Carol when he discovered that she killed 2 sick citizens, Karen and David. A WTF. Exclamation, eternal. The Grady Hospital plus Beth Green. Anything else to add? It is not the worst plot in the history of TWD because there is one that follows that it is terrific, but there is no doubt that we hate this part of the series almost tattooed. Finally, the worst of the worst. The end of Sophia's search. Season 2 began and she got lost. Many episodes passed and suddenly nobody remembered her. They opened the barn and hello, appears zombie. We don't know anything about what happened in the middle, and what really should have made the group very bad, it's a child almost. Was a secondary plot. Bad, very bad.